Do you ever feel like fear is behind the will of your life versus you? I know that seasonal affect is coming and some people are already experiencing it, and that the emotion fear is really getting to a couple of people or a lot of people, and they're just not saying anything. What does fear look like in your body? Fear can be shaking, trembling, right? Whatever that may look like for yourself. And in certain environments, it can be very distrustful of others, insecure. You're anticipating what and how seasonal affect can really dictate your life in the upcoming months. And what I want to talk a little bit about fear and how you can become acquainted with fear and understand why fear is there, but how you can get better acquainted and have a better relationship with it so it doesn't really impact this season coming up. So fear is an emotion of like uncertainty of people and events, just the fear of the unknown, right? What is going to happen? And that emotion of fear will lock your body up from doing things that you desire because it just has this like, it's like these training wheels, right? It's, oh, I need fear in order to progress and move forward. But fear really is like a straitjacket. It just keeps us confined. So with seasonal affect approaching, there's people that are fearful of loneliness, right? Isolation, disconnecting from their friends and family because how seasonal affect really impacts you. And my thing is, what can you do about it, right? There may be fear and this anticipation of this season, but how can you get ahead of it? One of the things I want you to do is recognize that there's fear. Recognize that you are feeling some type of way and not put your head in the sand and just be like, oh, I'll do better, or it doesn't exist when you know it exists. I bet you last season you were isolated from your friends and your family and you felt alone and you were in the bed and unmotivated to do anything. So I'm charging you with trying to get ahead of this. So something you can do is look fear in its face, in its eyes, and really work down and work through the worst case scenario of what fear, what is your number one fear? How do you look it in the face and say, all right, what's the worst case scenario that can happen, and work your way through it, right? Something else you can do in anticipation for seasonal affect disorder, right, is plan. Be proactive. Put things in place so fear can't take a hold of your activities, of your connection, of your mental health and your physical health. So guess what? If there's a new activity that you want to get involved in, and it's a group activity, I just joined Pilates and I enjoy it, right? So subscribe to a group activity, like a group exercise activity, because then physical exercise is really good for seasonal affect. But what you're doing is you're moving your body, and also you can get socialization. And one of the things you can do that I would ask you to do is go early to the group class and stay a little bit later so you can get your socialization. I know sometimes when people do suffer from seasonal affect, people are wanting them to take these big leaps. And I'm not asking you to take these big leaps, but what I'm asking you to do is take these small steps. And when you can take these small steps, you can start feeling better. And so I want you to think about that. Join maybe a cooking class, um, a cooking class that lasts for 6 weeks. And so you know you're going to go there and you already paid for it. And so you already invested in yourself before the wave of that seasonal affect, before that energy comes and that feeling comes about. But there's somebody looking for you. And one thing I would do is With fear, how you can kind of dance with it is invite fear to the table so you can understand the perception, the understand why fear is an emotion in your life. What is it? Fear is here to protect us, right? But like I said earlier, it's a matter of like these training wheels, but if you take them off, right? We have training wheels on a bike, so it can help us learn how to ride a bike. But ultimately, I know that I fell off my bike with training wheels. I don't know about you. So it's just this idea of this cushion, but we still fall. So if you believe in a higher being, if you believe in the source, nature, right? We still have the support that we need. It's just that fear makes us think we don't. So I invite you to bring fear to the table so you can figure out how you can dance with fear, how you can get to know it, when you need to bring it up on your team and check it in to your life so you can navigate with it or without it. And then you can navigate the seasonal affect of being prepared, be anticipating your downfalls and anticipating the triggers. Sometimes seasonal affect for a lot of people really impact their life during these winter months. And it's not what they want to do. They feel like they're out of control. But a lot of times it's about preparation. It's about preparation physically, mentally, socially. How can you ask for somebody to take you out of this space? Or, hey, can you come over even when I say don't? So, and anticipating seasonal affect really acknowledge the fear behind it. If you want to learn more about seasonal affect and the emotions around it, tune into my next video. And the emotion that we're going to talk is about anger around seasonal affect. Be well, be amazing, and most of all, be you.